let's see. No. Hello, good people. Giving it a little bit more time. You know the 2 minute mark. That's the YouTube way. Grand rising, grand day, moon child. Say Sean, what's up? All right, everybody. So, thank you guys for seeing me again this Monday, inviting me into your life, your world, your cars, your earbuds, your iPhones, your iPads, all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we done talked about a crap load of ways how to celebrate your ancestors and the different types of ancestors, different forms, characteristics, and everything. But now, since this mental health crisis is going on in America, and a lot of us is going through this whole mental health thing, let's talk about those ancestors not who didn't go through mental health, but who helped us get past it. And I'm gonna explain it to you before we get into the prayer. And I want you guys to really, really understand what this ancestor did, what this ancestor stood for, and I'm going to show you how to honor this ancestor. If you don't honor any other ancestor, you put this one on your altar. You put this one up here. You keep this one's close. Hell, I wouldn't even be shocked. I wouldn't be mad at you if you gave this one their own altar. You figure me? So now there's a lot of anxiety, depression. I mean, just the anxiety alone and the depression makes up about 60% of what we go through as a people, all due to being judged. Judgmental individuals around us, judgmental people on our jobs, judgmental family members, just judgmental. Then pair that with trying to go outside of your home, outside of your norm, greet people, meet people, entertain with people, enjoy life with people. The anxiety and the pressure can be so much because we hold a heavy ideology of ourselves, and although we know how we look and we may look jazzy good in our dress and our suits and our shirts and things, come around somebody else, we think that person has a negative look on us and they seeing all our flaws, all the bad, everything. And I'm guilty of this myself. I look in the mirror and I say, oh, the Baron don't have a six-pack no more. That shit, I had that when I was, in my 20s and early 30s. Now I'm in my 40s. So the six-pack gone. Though I'm working at it, y'all. I'm praying for six pack. You know me. I'm praying for abs. Y'all pray with me. But yeah, I say, oh man, I'm a fat boy and all this stuff, and I get anxiety when I put on some of my nice clothes and stuff, and then I'm like, man, I don't want to go here, I don't want to go there, and so many times I've stopped myself from going to family gatherings. I stopped myself from going to cookouts. I stopped myself from just being the limelight, being the life of the party, because I didn't want nobody to see a flaw and blur it on me. So that's my anxiety. Now then, after you get anxiety and you done stop yourself from having fun, you get a form of depression. Then when the depression kick in, because you like, screw the world, screw them, screw that, you say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm bad, I'm jazzy. And next thing you know, you still walk past that same mirror, and then you say, God, but it's true. They would have seen it. Know how we make up the concept of what they would have done. They would have seen it. Now, this is mental health. So, we are our own worst critics. Everybody knows that. That's no secret. This is no top of the line stuff here. No secret to the universe. But today I want you guys to give thanks to that ancestor who knew how to get the party started. That's right. That's right, baby. We gotta give praise to that ancestor who knew what to say, when to say it, and how to say it to lighten the mood in the room, to just make you feel good about yourself even when you were feeling shitty. That person that was always around you. Damn, you rocking that shirt. How the women said back in the day, you rocking that shirt, bitch. And next thing you know, oh yeah, they be look good on me. Then they'll come over there and adjust it and wear it like this. Put a flower in your hair too. Show them bitches off. And that ancestor, we talking about that ancestor. Like my grandpa Miho. I think I put a picture of him on my Instagram. I'll throw you a picture. We fly men. I'm arrogant as hell, y'all. So y'all got to deal with that. We fly men and we love to wear hats in my family. And Grandpa Mio had on a three-piece suit every Sunday. And if he didn't have on a three-piece suit, he had on a shirt and tie with a hat on every day of his life. And it wasn't no old sitting in front of a shack rocking in a wheelchair and shit. Nah, we would fly. Chicago fly. So that's where I get it from. And Grandpa Mio, young boy, used to be, man, put this hat on. Put one of his big old fedoras on me or his big old pimp hats and man, walk out there to the mailbox. Let the girl see you walk slow. I was a chubby little kid, so that was a confident booster for me. You see what I'm saying? We have to give thanks to these ancestors who could come in our lives and nullify all this anxiety and depression we have amongst ourselves. And these ain't ancestors from 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. These are ancestors that you knew direct. You should put a name of a person, initial name, whatever, I don't care, to show me that you understand what I'm talking about. Drop a name in this comment line, that person who no matter what event, how you was feeling, they came around and they just made you feel so damn good about yourself. They made the whole house feel good. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for this one. Sharon, okay. Ella says Sharon. Just they just make you feel good. They come in, they know how to get the party started. They'll start off clapping. There you go. Now y'all getting it. The party, y'all inside the house. Everybody mad and pissed off. They'll go and crank up the radio. They'll go and put on the record player. They'll go and bring their own music. Turn up, hit their phone. Play some booty pump house music. You know how it go. We overlook those ancestors, but they are the most important ones in our lifestyle right now because we have fear, people. We have depression. We have anxiety. All that shit leads to isolation, separation. That leads to us wanting to be in the house and huddle up in a ball and binge watching Netflix, lose our shape, get whacked and everything else. Then we get to hating our spouses. We get to not wanting to deal with our partners. We're getting to get angry at the kids and stuff. I mean, you see how this spiral. But family, we need help with these mental issues we're facing. And the biggest ones in the black community, I could tell you, is anxiety and depression. People say it's schizophrenic. I don't see myself talking to 13 different fucking people telling me to do crazy stuff. That's just cop out. In the Caucasian community, they say, oh, it's a mental illness when they do something wrong. In the black community, okay, they were just raised that way. And that's a whole nother subject. I'm not gonna get there. But when you all depressed, sad, anxiety, don't want to socialize with everybody, you need a little help, and you need to call on the people who can help you. You don't need to run down there and get a pill to make you happy, endorphin, morphine, and any other shit that they pretend they say gonna help you. That when you read the little comments by it, they got every underlying illness that can happen to you just by taking that one pill to make you happy. Hell, Grandpa Mio used to smoke a goddamn joint, and he was happy all damn day long. But they not putting that shit on the market. But I digress. But so it's all about today. It's all gonna be about praying to that ancestor who knew how to make you feel good about yourself. If you got a person that's still around in your life that do it, but we gonna talk about the ancestors, the recently deceased, the people who could just light up a room when they walk in there, the people who can start the party, getting you dancing. If it's a fight at the family cookout, that person come and break the tension, be like, y'all bitches ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all come dance with me. Drag somebody out and drag them all out, put them both in the circle, and now you having a real good old time, and the grievance been squashed. It seems like the person in the family that do that, they leave us all too soon. It's like God called them home. They could be 90 years old and lived a good life, but we recognize them as somebody youthful, vibrant, effervescent, and everything. And then all of a sudden, when they die, it's like the biggest piece of us done took off, because they was the ones to reinvigorate that childhood likeness inside of us. They was the one that gave us that hope that there's a better, brighter day coming. And we don't call them ancestors by name. So I'm gonna call mine by name to y'all. My auntie Yolanda. Yolanda. I ain't gonna say her last name because y'all could look her up. She wasn't nothing to be fucked up with. She'll beat your ass and then she'll drink and then get the party started with your ass, okay? After she done whooped some ass, she still coming out battered and bruised, lip bleeding, eye black. But that ain't stop her from partying and making everybody happy and laugh no matter what she had going on in her life. She knew when it came to the kids and her grandbabies and her nephews and nieces and her brothers and sisters, her life didn't matter. The issues she was going on with her life didn't matter. It was about making sure the family stayed together. The family was happy. And if you was sitting in the corner depressed, looking like a gargoyle on a damn stone rock, she'll come sit by you, tell you a joke, bump you up. I remember when I was going through my little depression and Auntie was alive, she would get over there and she was like, boy, as handsome as you is, what the hell you sitting over here by yourself? And I'm like, Auntie, I bust my lip and I don't want nobody to see it. She like, well, let me kiss you. The lip that scar gonna disappear, and you go out there and you dance in them hoes' faces. She was real for it. And she'll pull me out there and we'll get to dancing. And she'll call, y'all can see her wave a little hand to call some lady to come dance with me. And by the end of the two little songs, Luke was a thing, Luke, JT Money, Luke. By the end of those two songs, I was feeling bad and I'm jazzed up and we doing it. Forgot all about the lip and she done did her job. She done left me on the dance floor with one or two women, and all my anxiety, pain, depression went away. But that was my auntie. Y'all had that same person in y'all family too. Now, don't you think that ancestor deserved to get some praise, to get some enjoyment, to get a little bit of excitement, to get some of your energy back to her, to get a thanks for all the things she did, or he did? Because they was the ones that brought you through it. They was the ones that got you over your hump, whether you know it or not. You depressing at the house, they know how to pick up that phone and call, what the hell you doing? Or they'll show up to your house with a bottle of liquor, They can even be your friend girls, your homeboys, whatever. Show up with a bottle of liquor. If you smoke like that, toke like that, they'll show up there with a blunt. If you got somewhere to go, man, come get in the car, go, come get your ass out the house, come ride with me. That person. That's what this prayer is gonna be for today, y'all. Y'all know that? Uncle James, look at that. Uncle Abram, there you go. And y'all know I'm all sensitive and shit. I'm a bag of water, believe it or not, when I talk about my family. But I ain't gonna cry with Auntie Shorty Cool. So, my Auntie Londa, her nickname was Auntie Shorty Cool. You don't get a name like that if you wasn't a party starter. You don't get a name like that. Auntie Shorty Cool. They go Auntie Shorty Cool. Auntie Shorty Cool. I call her Auntie Londa. She like, baby, don't call me Auntie Londa. I'm Shorty Cool. And she'll come to my house and drink up all my liquor. And then I'll be like, Auntie, you just drunk all my liquor in my cabinet. She'll be like, check the refrigerator. I go in the refrigerator, she got me 2 bottles of Easy Jesus in that bit. That's E and J if y'all don't know. If y'all ain't from the South, that Easy Jesus, that E and J. She had 2 bottles of Easy Jesus in the freezer. She's like, babe, she say, I only drink what I can drink, but I left you what I left you. And she'll give me a hug and a kiss and dance out the door with her little radio playing and stuff. And I mean, it was just a beautiful time having Auntie Shorty Cool in my life. And I know she had to pass, but, you know, without Auntie Shorty Cool, I wouldn't have got through a lot of the stuff I got through. Going through stuff with the mother of my kids, I wouldn't have got through that if she wouldn't have gave me a smile when I left out of that courthouse. Going through things with my mama and my daddy, I wouldn't have been so happy. I wouldn't have been such a happy parent, y'all, if it wasn't for her knowing when to pop up, and God knows she just popped up out of anywhere. See, we got to start giving thanks to those who gave to us. We got to start pouring back into that ancestral line instead of just taking from it. We thunder that thing on back to them and we show them appreciation. Again, ancestor worship is more than just a cup of flowers, cup of water, cup of coffee, and their favorite treat. We need to speak to them, talk to them. So I get my little praying for Ab's ass up there, and I dance for Auntie Shorty Cool. She used to love to see me do my wine, and I'd be winding to the best of it. Right now, old timer like me, I be whining. And I be like, Auntie, I hope you're laughing. And I be whining so hard and laughing to myself, looking in the mirror. And sometimes I could just picture her right beside me, doing her little coochie pop thing she used to do like this. And she used to drop low to the ground. And she used to love the song, Got Them Apple Bottom Jeans. She used to love, that was her favorite song. And every time she walk in there, we all had that downloaded on our phone. So when we see her coming up, we'll play that motherfucker. So when she walked through the door, we knew to get it hype. But that's what we need in this day and age right here. Right now. With all the shit about the Jabrees going on and the forced reality they pushing on us and shit, we need to have that energy come back into our lives so we could get some enjoyment out of this cesspool and this hellhole that they got us stuck in. Everything on the TV is depression and fear. Everything walking into your job is there somebody always there to tear you down, to hurt you. Your mate don't know why they mad at you, but they mad at you. People out there see you doing well, and then they hate you for just being you. They hate you for doing well. Hell, even the people that just hate you for just you living and not acknowledging their bullshit, their energy, they get mad at you and want to destroy you. And all that anxiety builds up inside of you. And you be wanting to sit up there and say, well, God damn it, I'm scared. I can't even post a pic. I can't even go out there and hug a neighbor. I can't sit up there and I can't talk and express my mind on my social media page because I don't want somebody to give me a negative comment, a dislike, and a this, that, and other. That's anxiety. That's depression. And that's giving people power over you. I was in that state. I didn't even want to make no money because I thought the mother of my kid would come after me even harder. But once I got over that, man, I soared. See what I'm talking about? And it took my auntie telling me that before she passed away. And I'm gonna quote her. Not saying I see women as this, but just understand, disclaimer, I'm gonna quote what she said. She say, she say, you chocolate nigga. She say, fuck them bitches. They got what they got from you, and they mad they can't have you no more, so they gonna make your life hard. She say the best thing you can do is look good, smell good, and stay being you. And if you get a lot of money and them hoes take you to court for it, straight up, she said, pay them. Because God gonna give it all back to you 10 times fold. They could get that little bit. But you don't ever stop what you got, what God got coming for you by being depressed and having all this bullshit going through your mind that you gonna get fucked over. After that, she passed away. The gloves came off. I did my thing. And now y'all got a Baron, y'all. Y'all got the Baron here. And I wouldn't have been here as the Baron, knowing my spiritual gift. I wouldn't have been able to do it if she wouldn't have gave me that encouragement. See, but that's what I'm trying to say, good people. We limit ourselves on what other people may think about us. We limit ourselves on what other people may do to us. We limit ourselves on how other motherfuckers want to come and fuck up the world for us, fuck up our world, get in our business, throw shots. And we don't have that person in our life to come give us that good word to say, fuck them, dance with me. Forget your troubles. Come dance with me. God damn it, let's get it started. Have a drink on me. Have a smoke on me. Come get in this car and ride with me. We don't have that person no more. Because God took them people away because they did their time. They got us to the point where we can do it ourselves now. So this prayer is about honoring that person, those people who broke the badness, who broke that string of silence that was binding our ass, that desire, that depression, that anxiety. It's about it's about giving thanks to them. Cause none of us would have got through the hard times, the really hard times. I know we pull ourselves up by our own bootstrings, they say, but we wouldn't have got through the hard times when that person came and told you how good you look, told you what you needed to do to get your shit together, told and gave you the helping hand to do it. Hell, you ain't have no money in your to your name, $2 in your pocket. They'll come up there and get a $20 bill folded up so thin till it almost slipped through your finger, and they'll stand next to you and tuck you like, here you go. Here you go. Then they say, take it. You be like, oh, man, take it. They'll wrap it up, ball it up, or they'll slip it in your pocket and walk off. That's who we pray for this morning. That's who we pray to. That's who we give honor to. Because without them, some of us wouldn't have made it. Without them, some of us would have been in Chattahoochee somewhere in this Looney Tune bin. Somebody would have been in the chain gang. Somebody would have committed suicide. Without that person coming in at that time, without the universe letting the party starter, the go get it ancestor come and help you out of that situation. People, we got to think about these ancestors in a totally different way. It's not just a tribe of ancestors willing to fight for us. It's a tribe of ancestors willing to make us happy. It's a tribe of ancestors willing to give us strength and encourage us. It's a tribe of ancestors willing to make us feel like we human. But also often we sit up there and say, oh, these are warriors. I don't think my 90-year-old grandmama is of a warrior. I think of her as my educator. I don't think my 79-year-old grandfather as a warrior. I think of him as a strong king sitting on the throne commanding his generations of children. I don't think of Auntie Shorty Cool as a warrior. I think of Auntie Shorty Cool as somebody who's gonna make me feel good and who's gonna get the party started and who brought so much light to everybody else's life. She touched. So people, we gotta stop thinking every ancestor need to fight for us. No, we need to celebrate with them. We need to dance with them. We need to praise with them. You know, we need to learn from them. This is where we are going wrong when we say ancestor worship. Not every ancestor of an African American, and I'm just gonna talk about us Africans, us blacks, us melanated people. Not every one of our ancestors carried machetes. Not every one of them were throwing spears in the jungle. Someone was cooking for us. Someone was taking care of the farm. Someone was nursemaids. Someone was midwives. Someone was medicine people. And you gonna put a sword in every last one of their hands. Let's get credit where credit is due, people. And if I step on anybody's toes who is so in depth with this ancestor worship, I don't apologize. Because we're doing it wrong, people. And I never say we do anything wrong when it comes to esoteric, occultism, magic practice. But with this, I haven't seen nobody say anything about honoring the various versions of the ancestor that exist. Stop there. Everything is have your ancestors fight for you, have your ancestors do it. Which ancestor? Which group of ancestors? Gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk to that ancestor that's been to prison all his life to go over there and make me happy and get me undepressed. I'm gonna call that joker when I need Leroy Bubba and Skillet ass taken care of. Am I making sense? Look at that, Uncle CB always gave you cash. That's what I'm talking about. Family, am I making sense? At this time, we're going through a depression. We're going through anxiety. We don't know what they're gonna do. We don't know what's gonna come. We don't know when the bomb gonna drop. We don't know when they gonna say, hey, shut this bitch down again. And everybody's struggling. What the hell, you can't go outside your own damn house, for nothing. We don't know when they're gonna do that. So we got fear, people. And that fear is turning into anxiety. That anxiety is turning into depression. And that depression is turning into pressure. And how they say in the Caribbean, pressure busts pipes. You stroke the fuck out. So we need to sit up there and start celebrating. We need to go in that backyard, crank up that barbecue grill. If you're vegan, crank up the char-boiled vegan thing I seen on. Don't judge me. I seen this thing where you can cook plants inside of this. I'm praying for abs, y'all. I digress again. But yeah, we need to start celebrating each other. We need to start that. That's what we need right now. And we need the energy of that ancestor who used to celebrate things. No matter what the hell they had going on in their life, they gave, when they seen you, they made you smile. When you seen them, it was gonna be a good time. Just as long as you knew that person was in your presence on the planet, you were gonna feel good. How about that one ancestor? They fall in the same category here. How about that one ancestor that always at the family gatherings, they would always tell a joke. They would always tell a joke. They be sitting out there telling their jokes, and it be the same damn joke you done heard your whole life for 20 years growing up. But the joke never get old. You weren't laughing at the joke. You were laughing at the joy the joke brought to the people who didn't hear it, the people who didn't understand it. Am I making sense, people? When I get on here, y'all laugh at my little dad joke about my 11th house is ruled by the Aquarius. 11th house is ruled by Aquarius and governed by Uranus, the planet, not your butt. That joke is gonna last forever. I tell my kids that. I got 3 sons that's in Aquarius. I'm like, boy, stop letting the ass rule you. They laugh about it because they know what I'm talking about. That's a joke I say when we together. You see what I'm saying? The joke ain't funny, but it's just the joy it brings the person who's telling it, and it's the joy of just them hearing it because it gets familiar. They know that it's a good time. You know that that person that's telling that joke is there to support you. That person is going to be there to care for you. It's the feeling when that person first came and gave you a hug and say, baby, it's going to be okay. I'm here for you. It's okay. We got this. It's okay. We can get over anything together. It's that person that gave you that. That's what the ancestor I'm talking about. The one who made everybody, every single person feel good. Who shut the party down. Every one of us got one like that. Every one of us know one like that. Hell, we got some still here that still living that role. But I'm talking about the ancestors. We ain't honoring the living right now. I'm talking about the ancestors. The ones who did it. The one who passed on. We got to give them their cards right now. We got to give them their energy right now because they didn't have to do that. They chose to do that because they had went through pain. And let me tell you, here's the big secret. They had went through pain, strife, and sorrow. They had went through their own anxiety. They had went through their own depression. And because nobody was there for them, they made a choice to be there for us. Through all the shit they went through, they say, I'm not gonna allow this young man to go through that. So here you go, Baron, we finna give you this word. I'm not gonna let this sister, this niece, this auntie, this cousin, this brother of mine go through this shit. I'm gonna be the one to make them feel a hell of a lot better than what I felt. We give thanks and joy to them today. Do y'all feel me? Am I am I talking too much? Am I speaking idiocy? I don't think I am. There's a whole blah. Y'all I do got an accent. I had it quite goddamn well. A whole prefla, y'all corrected in the thing of our ancestors that's categorized. And some of them overlap, but they're categorized in different areas of our lives, of our on the emotional spectrum. And I'm finna teach you right here. There, you think about that emotional spectrum, that color of that rainbow, all the way down from anger to willpower to fear to death to light. Think about the colors of that rainbow. There's an ancestor grouping in each one of those colors. But if you know how to access those, if you know how to access those colors and what those colors stand for, I tell you, you can call upon an ancestor for all of it. Got that red represent anger. Got that red represent passion. Okay, you want to make love to your mate a little bit better? Call upon that ancestor who was the greatest lover on the planet. Call upon that ancestor who was always mad when you feel like you being a pushover so they can instill that energy in you to make you stronger. Got an ancestor willpower. You got an ancestor that you feel like you can't go on. Call upon that ancestor, say no matter what, got his ass kicked, got her ass kicked, couldn't make it, couldn't do it. That ancestor got through it. They broke the plane, and next thing you know, they doing well. We can do this every year for 1 billion years and still not touch all the ancestors. But dealing with the Baron, I'm gonna have y'all understanding how to work these things. And I ain't got no degree in ancestor worship. I just got an ancestor pod. I got an ancestor altar, and I just understand spirit telling me how to speak to them. And I'm gonna show you how to access that energy for your own good. How y'all feeling this morning, good people? How y'all feeling? This wasn't supposed to be a depression type thing. This is supposed to be a real good one, real happy-go-lucky one. So I hope I didn't depress you. Hope I ain't put you in depression state or anything. I just want y'all to know this is who we should be calling on right now in this moment. We need to call on the ancestors, give us some of that powerful, happy-go-lucky energy, the shit that they stored up from the bullshit they had to overcome, and pass it our way because, boy, with the government and the politician and the world leaders, they are tearing our ass up. Everybody is in so much fear to it, panicking. Oh, it's going to the next variant and going here. The next thing is it's a fourth thing. People gonna get laid off. It's so much shit going on. To everybody is so stressed. Some of us crying for that ancestor to come through and just get the party started. Take our minds off of the bullshit. Just for one time, 1 second. I would love Auntie Shorty Cool to come here and walk through that door with a bottle of Easy Jesus and be like, boy, get you a glass. And just tell me all about her adventures when she was young and do her little dance and have me play her little song on loop. The apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. She loved that damn song. I would love for her to walk through that motherfucker and just do that right now, because that'll just take whatever got me stressed out away, because I'll be enjoying her. That's what we need. So today we going to call upon the energy of those ancestors that got the party started. Those ancestors that knew just what to say, when to say it, and how to say it to make us feel good about ourselves. The ancestors who saved our lives without knowing they saved our lives, who saved our relationships without knowing they saved our relationship, who stopped us from beating the shit out of our kids knowing when they should have got a hell of an ass whooping, and who stopped us from taking the ass whooping knowing we should have got a hell of an ass whooping. I'm truthful. I'm the real deal and I'm truthful. So I'm finna get into this prayer. Keep in mind, I don't write any of these prayers down. This shit is so empty here. I pray from my heart, whatever spirit say. You guys pray from your heart, whatever spirit tell you to pray. But today, make all your words and your energy focus on that ancestor who got us through the hard times with a smile. This reminds me of that song from the show Good Times. If y'all can remember the words, temporary layoffs, good times, easy credit ripoffs. We just lucky we got 'em. That was JJ. He was always coming in there, brighten up the day, saying the joke. That's the ancestor we talking to right now. You had an ancestor like that, you gonna pray for him today. Oh, Heavenly Father, whose name we are not worthy to call, but whose grace and mercy we humbly ask for. I ask that you allow me an audience with the Baron. I ask that you allow us an audience with our ancestors so that we may be able to speak to them, communicate with them, hear them just as clearly as they can hear us. I ask that you strengthen us, source, Heavenly Father, whichever tongue you like. I ask that you strengthen our connection to our ancestral planes. Give us the ideology, the mindset, the power, the inner strength to be able to understand our ancestors, no matter if it's a whisper or a hint, that we may be able to understand, organize our thoughts, our hearts, our minds, our energies, our desires into what it needs to be according to them to help better our lineage and our bloodline. And I thank you so much for allowing me access to them, allowing us access to them. Oh, Baron, grant me to come, grant me an audience with my ancestors, the party starters, the one that made us feel good, the happy people who came to our lives and just stood in the paint for us, who just knew what to say, when to say, and how to say it. Thank you. To my ancestors, my personal ancestor, Auntie Shorty Cool, Grandpa Mayho, I thank you. I love you. I cherish your memory, your thought, and your energy that you brought to this family. You helped us. You helped us get along, and you helped us get through times when it was hard, when loss occurred. Even though you had to be hurting just like we did, you came through and you danced and you laughed and you prayed and you praised and you joked to get all the fear, the hurt, the anger away. And I thank you for that. And I want to say you forever got my gratitude. Because without you, neither of us would have made it through those hard times. Neither of us would have got over the sorrow, the pain, the suffrage, the fear, the anxiety, the depression, without you coming in and knowing what to say, when to say it, what to do, and how to do it. We thank you from across the board. We thank you from across the galaxy. We thank you from eons and time spent and sent and times drove down. We thank you for everything under this globe. I want to personally thank you, Auntie Shorty Cool, for just being an inspiration in my life. You showed me even when we're down, depressed, and sick that you would always be there for us, that you would always give a good word, that your problems doesn't matter because you're dealing with it. But what matters is the simple fact that we help the next man get through theirs. Because we never know when we're going to need that next man, or we never know who life we're going to save with the next man feeling good about him or herself. You taught me that, and I thank you for it. So many of us are suffering right now, ancestors, and this is to all the ancestors within earshot who can understand me and hear me. My ancestors, their ancestors. It's time for us to crisscross the globe, and time for us to start assisting other people, because we all need to bring our energy to the table for every single one. Color, creed don't matter. This is us against depression. This is us against mental illness. This is us against suicide. This is us against every negative thing that's coming at us. Crisscross the globe, my ancestors, and assist those who need it on my behalf. And I pray that their ancestors return it in favor. Pay it in kind, pay it forward, how they say. I just want to ask for all the ancestors out there who are asleep, who haven't woken up yet, who haven't heard the cries of their living relatives. I ask that you wake up, and I ask that you be that light in their darkness. I ask that you be the party starter, be the pussy popper, be the dick slanger, be the happy-go-lucky person, be the change giver, be the Henny sipper. Hell, I don't care. Just be that fun-loving person that can get them out. Drop that download a joke from old days. Drop that idea of a smiling image from the person who they cared about the most, who made them feel good. Help them out of their dark moment. Ancestors, you have the ability and the power to do this. We're going to give you your praise. We're going to give you your worship. We're going to give you your drink. We're going to give you our energy to do this. I just ask that you come forth, and wake up and see that we need it, because we are in a time of need right now, ancestors, and there is no deity, no saint, no nothing that can pull us out of this. We need you to come back and deliver us from this turmoil, this fear-based system that the media has propaganda on us. This depression and anxiety to where we can't move, we stagnant in our own creations and development for our lives. This is your lineage, and this is your future. This is your future offspring, your future bloodline and DNA. And it's being cut off and stagnant and strangled at the moment because of fear, depression, and anxiety. I ask that you come back and you move those blocks from us, removing from our minds, removing from our hearts, and removing from our will. And let us get to the promised land. Let us get to the money. You know, let us get to the health. Let us get to everything we desire. Come back and let the women that know that they want to have babies, that y'all working in their favor to get that uterus together, get all them organs right, so they can start bringing birth a new lineage. Give them hope. Give them a solid sign of hope. This is about you as well. We may not have always honored you in this manner, but God damn it, we're doing it now. I ask that you hear us. I ask that you accept it. And I ask that you do your part. Do what it is that you know you can do. Assist where we need assistance at. I thank you. I cherish you. I honor you. I bless you. And I give you some of my energy to use to help fight your battles. This we pray in the universe's name, divine source, deity, aeon, baron, whatever saint that we want to cap it in on each one of our levels. We give thanks and we give praise to you for the help that you will give us. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. People, this is it. This is how we beat them. We can't do it because we go by these earthly laws. They can do it because they go by a different set of laws. This is how we win. This is how we take back our power. I tell you, I damn sure miss my auntie Shorter Cool. Auntie Poocha was there, but she was a little older, and she just knew how to make everybody outside feel good. But Auntie Shorty Cool, she would come to that thing, and I miss that lady. So sweet. Will kick your ass, but goddamn it, will love you. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody, I got some stuff to do today. I got something to take care of. Edit a couple more videos. So I'm gonna sign off on this thing right now. And because I'm feeling Auntie Shorty Cool right now, I'm finna probably go shed a tear or two in her honor because she was just that sweet a person. And if y'all have an Auntie Shorty Cool or Grandpa Miho out there, y'all, it's okay to shed a tear for them too. Let them know that your soul feels them and understand them. That you get them thanks and you get them praise. You get them honor for everything they did. All right, everybody. I'm the Baron, telling you guys to trust in you and universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to, but I'm pretty sure you do. And let's continue to honor our ancestors in all forms. All right, everybody, take care. God bless. Much love.